Good morning guys, welcome to another video. As you can see, I've got the backpack on, which means I'm on the move again. I've already made my way on this thing to the train station. Now the train station is right on the edge of town, so I set off early because I didn't know how long it would take. Plus I've got no food and yeah, I had no idea where I was going. So I sort of left my apartment without saying goodbye, so I think the hosts are going to be a bit upset. But I did buy some chocolates for them and the kids, so I hope that smooths things over. But yeah, I did think that, like, with it being on the edge of town, the train station, because they've probably had trains for just as long as they've had the city. I thought, you know, it might be a quiet, quaint train station. It's not known for its train system, Kazakhstan, from what I'm aware of. I don't know, I could be wrong. But no, they've built themselves a massive train station. Like, it's absolutely huge. They've got this above me that goes straight into the metro station, which is also huge. But I got off that side, literally so I could film this intro. But yeah, I've got a couple of hours before my train sets off. So I'm hoping to find something to eat. But yeah, it's I would say it's a bit of a shame I've got to leave Astana. But on the other hand, I feel like I've done everything here, so, and you know, the whole part of travelling is that you keep moving, keep finding different things, so I'm just going to sit for a few minutes before I go in. I nearly fell over then. But the next destination, we're not leaving Kazakhstan just yet. We're going to Almaty, which is meant to be a more touristy area. Even though I don't know how touristy Kazakhstan itself is. But yeah. Oh, I should probably mention that this train is about, it's just under 24 hours. So it's technically a day and a night train. So that's going to be concerning. I've only got one film downloaded to my Netflix because I've run out of the downloads I can have for the month, which is quite upsetting. I don't know if it has Wi-Fi. Apparently it has a buffet car. Now that could be interesting. Other than that, that's all I know. I don't even know if I've got a bunk, to be honest. I hope I have. I hope I'm not topping and tailing with someone or sat upright for just under 24 hours. But I think this is the longest consecutive journey I've done. I think the coach from through Istanbul was pretty close, but yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and I'll meet you in the station. Alright, so I am very confused. I do see a sign that says coffee, so that's a plus. But everything else is just baffling. There does seem to be a timetable. Doesn't really say anything. I think that's me, Almaty 2. I don't know. We'll work that out later. I'll get my ticket up, but if you do come here, you've got KFC and coffee. And some other things. But yeah, I'm going to try and get a coffee and then work out where I'm meant to be going. Alright, so you find me back at the side of the road, and this is another reason why you should get here early. Is that it turns out this isn't the only train station and I was at the wrong one. So I've got what is predicted to be a 45-minute shoot across town to Nur Sultan 1, which is another Astana train station, which means it's going to be very touch and go whether I get this train. And if I miss the train, I could be in a world of trouble. There is the bus, but I don't want to get the bus. Yeah, I don't know. It would also mean I've wasted nearly £40 on a train ticket for a train I won't catch. So I've got a taxi on the way. I'm using Yandex Go. They have an app, but I can't use the app because it keeps telling me to try and log in with an ID. I tried to use it for the scooters, it just was having none of it. So I'm hoping this guy's pretty speedy. The roads look pretty clear from this angle, but yeah, it's an additional challenge to the day. Fingers crossed I make it. If not, this could be a very interesting failure video. It's not all about the positives, but yeah, it should be here in a minute. So I'm gonna, hopefully by the next time you see me, I'll be at the station ready to get on a train. Alright, so we've made it with half an hour to go. We must have hit every single red light in the city. But we're here. I don't know where I'm going. It's better be the right station or else I have really messed up here. But I don't even have time to get my microphone out, so we're going to try and get on the train, get going. Alright, I think this is the train. Just about in time. I don't know which one I'm getting on at. It says car 15. So let's try that. Alright, so I made it to the train. This is my home for the next 24 hours. Now I've actually looked at the ticket, it is 24. So it's a full day on the train. This is where I sit. I've got a chair/bed which isn't that comfortable. The decor is a bit ancient. I've got a table but it's got flowers on it. And going backwards. Yeah, let me just check one thing. Just 1 second. Yep, there's no Wi-Fi at all. So I've got music, I've got games, but I don't have any films. I think I might have one downloaded, but that's not a lot when you got 24 hours on a train. So there's also flies in here, which isn't good. It's not the roomiest. I'm hoping there is a buffet car, because otherwise this could be a very long journey. I did manage to get a bottle of water, but we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, we'll see how we get along. Alright, I've been going about an hour. I've decided I'm hungry. I'm going to go find the buffet car, if they've got one. Nope, I found the toilet. I think. Oh no. That's if they've got a buffet car. We're going past somewhere called a Charlie. I've just seen an armed guard and a dog. That's concerning. Oh my, look at this. Well, that seemed dangerous. That seems very dated. I don't even know if they've got a buffet car. I just know I'm hungry. I smell something cooking. Ah, thank you. Oh, they've got some food. Alright, so I've been travelling about 2 hours. It turns out the dining car isn't a dining car, it's just a little old lady with a trolley who hasn't made it this side of the train yet, so I'm starving. They were pretty aggressive about me not being able to film on it. Probably because the train's rubbish, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, the train's pretty crap and I think they're embarrassed about it, that's why they won't want me to film. It's basically I'm in a sort of roaming death trap across the country. Oh, it could not be funny, look at the interior. It's like being in a prison. So yeah, by the looks of it I've got the options of crisps and chocolate for 24 hours. I don't know what's happened, but something smells of poo. Actually really stinks. Like, you can barely look out the window. Like, oh, it's dirty. Oh. Yeah. There's a guy trying to flog books to people. So yeah, I don't know how this video is going to go, but it's going terribly so far. I am going to go try and find a snack lady, get some crisps or something, because I'm dying out here. I didn't have any breakfast, as you've seen. I got the wrong station, so I didn't have time to buy snacks. Not only that, she has a little window, which is in car 7, and I'm in car 15, so I have to go about 8 car lengths down to find her. I don't think she comes up this far and sells out. Also, I don't know if it's cash only. It could be awkward because I've only got either 1,000 or 10,000 and no in between. So, and let's be honest. Sorry, I'll be honest with you. When I paid the taxi driver, I ended up paying him more because I didn't have any change. It's frustrating. Anyway, yeah. If there's anything else happen, I'll let you know. Oh, there's also no Wi-Fi as well, so which is great, and no charging ports for your phone. So it's a good job I got a power bank, or else I'd be in deep trouble here. Oh my god, this is toilet review time, but oh my god, we're in the pits here. Look at it. I can't explain the smell. Oh, look at that. Oh no. Alright, so I've not really filmed much because every time I get the camera out people look at me like I'm going to expose how awful the train is, and they're right, I am. So we're currently at night, but you can barely tell because of the racket. The only food on board isn't a buffet cart as advertised. It's a woman who's turned one of the booths into a shop. You can buy microwavable food, but I don't have any plates or cutlery. There is these boiler things right at the end of the corridor, but they look about as hygienic as eating rust. They're probably about as healthy for you. Half the windows don't close. Going between the carriages to the shop, Feels like I'm auditioning for Fear Factor or playing a role in Indiana Jones. The decor is terrible. There's a weird smell. The bathrooms are abhorrent, and the bed is extremely uncomfortable. There's no Wi-Fi. I'm extremely bored. Yeah. So bear this in mind if you're going to do this journey. It's going to be a real test of your endurance. I have no films on Netflix because I used them all up. I ran out of internet to download my favourite podcasts. I'm really having a bad time. I think Astana spoiled me a bit. So everything seemed to go great, and now I'm back on the train, which is giving me more of the vibe that I assumed Kazakhstan would be like. I mean, look at it. I feel like I've wound my clock back by 40 years. It's just terrible. But anyway, I've got a packet of crisps and a bottle of water for subsistence. And once they're gone, I'll probably try and get some sleep. I do need the toilet, but I don't want to go there. It's so bad. So bad. But anyway, probably see you in the morning. I'll probably try and add something. I should have some time between checking into my hostel at the end, so I'll probably add something to this video. If not, it's going to be a short one of me just whinging about how terrible this train is. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so it's nearly midnight. We appear to have stopped for a bit. People did get off, including me. Some people used it for a smoke break. There was people selling drinks and pastries at the side of the road, which is weird because we're in the middle of nowhere. I did buy a pastry because it's the only bit of actual food I've actually had since I started this trip. Evidently the food thing was only an issue for me. The locals seemed prepared. I've seen people with crock pots and all sorts in the rooms, but I've had to make do with crisps and chocolate. So the pastry was weird, but it was alright. Interestingly, whenever we stop, they do safety checks, but the safety check seems to be a guy walks along the train with a hammer and starts hitting metal things and listening to the sound, which, if you ask me, isn't very technical. I have no idea where I am. I'm probably going to go try and get some sleep, although the bed is really uncomfortable. It's pretty terrible, to be honest. I was half tempted to get me back and just get off here and just wherever this place is, but I thought no, I'll stick it out to the end. And there's other trains, I don't know if you can see properly, going to wherever they're going. We're all just past halfway, which is pretty worrying. But if I can get some sleep, then hopefully half this journey will be missed. I am whispering a bit because, like I said, whenever I whip the camera out, they seem to have some sort of panic attack, like I could have for time to the world, how terrible the train is. And they're right. Well, that one's got a dining car. That would be nice, but not now. But anyway, I'll catch you all in a bit. Alright, so welcome to Almaty, to a station they've not even built yet. But before I get into exploring Almaty, let's summarise the train. Right, I can live with it being dated. I can accept that it wasn't the cleanest, and I can kind of accept that there's no food cart on there, even though it's a 24-hour train ride. However, what I do not accept is just outright discomfort. It's so, I feel like I've been in a car crash. My body hurts. I just feel ill. And that is not good. No source of transport should make you feel ill. So for that, Kazakhstan, you need to improve your rail service. I've been very praising of the quality of your cities, but your train transportation has been absolutely abhorrent. I mean, the bathrooms, the hot water sources are just horrific. But yeah, anyway, I'm off the train now. I'll stop me moaning. I've got a bit of a way to get to my hostel, so I'll probably film that. Add some content to this video because the boredom was just unbelievable. There's nothing to film, no one to speak to. It's just a pretty miserable experience, to be honest. But yeah, I'll get the last bit of the train, so I might be able to find something for the thumbnail. But yeah, what I do need is some actual food and a bathroom. That would be nice. But I also need to find out how to get out of this yet unbuilt station. So I'll see you in a bit. So leave the station. I'm actually walking through a builder's yard, which is pretty unique. There's dust everywhere. Look at it. I'm sure the station will be nice when it's built. But this is a joke. My word. Alright, so what I've done is I've moved away from the train station because the silliest thing to do is to get a taxi straight from the train station. Same with airports. So I'm going to use something called Yandex Go. Problem with that is I can't use the app because it seems to fritz out whenever I try and use it. You have to pay in cash, and I've got cash, but I've got 2,000 of their money, and then 10,000, no in between. I have to rely on actually using the internet to do it, which the Wi-Fi is patchy. I need a way. But on the other hand, Almaty is very different to Astana. It looks very open. Lots of trees everywhere, no skyscrapers that I can see. But my hostel is way across town. You okay? You okay? I don't know, I only speak English. Time? One sec. It's 10, 11. Okay, I don't know what he wants. But anyway, I'm going to try and get a taxi from around here anyway. Which means there's not much left of this video to show you, so I'm probably going to end it here. It's probably not going to be the best video. I didn't get to film much in the train, but I filmed a lot of me moaning about the things that were wrong with the train. But if you do like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my travels, please subscribe. Until next time, peace.